Hey YouTube, so I am coming to you real quick to record a pretty easy moisture routine for your locks. Before I dive into that process, first I want to show you my hair. I actually put it into 3-strand twist after I did my retwist. I've had these in since, let's see, today is Wednesday the 22nd. I've had these in since last Saturday, and they're holding up pretty well. I'm anticipating a lot more definition than I usually get with my 2-strand twists, with these being 3-strand, but we'll see what happens. I did not record the process though because I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I will definitely record the takedown and maybe try to do some comparison shots of the results, as well as if you do want to see a tutorial in the future, I feel more confident now and I will record that for you, okay? So, real quick, basically most of you are familiar with the kind of more common moisture kind of models out there. So there's going to be 2 main ones that I've used, at least with my locks, and that is the LOC method and the LCO method, okay? The L stands for liquid, so it's pretty much any water-based product. In my case, I'll be using just plain water, but as alternatives, you could use rose water or water with aloe, vera juice, or essential oils, things like that, okay? The C is, I don't know, I've seen it used multiple ways. Some people use it as like a creamy based moisturizer. Other people say a creamy conditioner or just a conditioner, period. As far as my way that I do it, when I was a loose natural, it was definitely some kind of creamy based moisturizer. I love that on my hair. However, with locks, with us being prone to buildup, I prefer to go with some kind of lighter weight, conditioner. You see how this is very liquidy, it absorbs easily. So when I do use a conditioner, it will be something lighter weight, either liquid or like a kind of mix like this one. And the O stands for oil, of course. And in my case, I'm using grapeseed oil. Now, as a general rule of thumb, the lighter the conditioner that you use, generally the heavier the oil you can use, and kind of vice versa, right? So the heavier the conditioner you use, the lighter the oil. Now with locks, I just go light with everything just so I can avoid buildup. But for those loose naturals out there, a good example of this is if you're using a heavy, creamy, like Cantu shea butter moisturizer, then you may be better off with like a light oil like grapeseed. See if you can see that. Sorry, I'm working on my lighting. Like a grapeseed oil or a sweet almond oil, okay? However, if you're using a lighter conditioner, like something like this, then you can go heavier with the sealant, the oil, the sealing it in with like a shea butter, mango butter, and things like that. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Just wanted to give you a little rundown. So first, I'm going to use the, like I said, LCO method, okay? So first, section off your hair. It's going to be very important to make sure you're actually getting every piece of your hair. So I'm going to start with this side, okay? And then first, I'm going to spray my hair down with some water. You want to kind of go and do that, and then, sorry, I'm kind of up focus, hold on. But yeah, I'm not one of those people who's going to hold off on my moisturizing just to preserve my retwist. I mean, it's a little bit easier now because my hair is all twisted up, but, you really want to kind of get your hair pretty damp when you're doing this, okay? And if yours is anything like mine absorbs it, so it takes quite a bit to get it even remotely damp. Okay, so next, after I do that, I'm going to apply my conditioner, okay? And so I usually try to spray a good bit, and then you're going to want to try to squeeze that in, especially if you're doing this like me, while your hair is in like a protective style. And then kind of go on the outside as well. And the key thing being, you want to pretty much get like, roots to tip, You may have noticed I haven't done my edges yet, but I usually save my edges and my scalp for last. All right. Okay, and the last piece of this being to take some oil. I usually do about, honestly, like a quarter size for the entire half of my head. I don't like to overdo it, but for me, that tends to be a good amount. And it's important, all 3 steps are really important. The liquid, of course, to moisturize your hair, right? There's no point of adding oil if you're not going to put the moisture in first, because oil is a sealant, okay? Oil works to basically make a layer over all that beautiful moisture you just added to keep it in, okay? You know, so it's like liquid, moisturize, conditioner is just a boost to smooth and, you know, kind of get the hair a little extra moisture boost. And then, of course, oil to seal. So all three steps are going to be important. Like I said, I've used both, and it's important to figure out which one works best for your hair. But this method, especially with my locks, tends to work for me. Okay, so I'm going to take that down now and put the hair away that's already been moisturized. Okay, so, oh, I'm not spraying my phone. My goodness. Okay. Like I said, be sure you do not forget about your ends. It's easy to focus on the length and not the ends. Or if you're like me and your hair is in layers, your ends may be way up here. You know, so doing what you can to make sure you're moisturizing your entire head. All right. Make sure my hair still actually feels a little damp. Okay. All right. So once again, you know, okay. You know, and at this point, you should kind of feel your hair naturally softening as you do this. Because if your hair is feeling brittle still, you know, you might need to kind of look at either how much you used or what exactly you're using on your hair. Okay. All right, so last little bit is going to be me actually taking a little time to focus on my scalp, because I do deal with some dryness at my scalp, so I like to at least give it a little TLC. So that'll be just like doing like this at my kind of hot spots, which are like pretty much like straight down the middle of my head and kind of off to the sides, like behind my ear. Those tend to be my kind of hot spots. So for me, I like to go ahead and just do the exact same thing, but just do it directly to my scalp. Like I said, you know, a retwist is cool to maintain, but not at the expense of your hair staying moisturized, okay? So, and then of course, I don't go as heavy on the oil, but, you know, I just make sure that I still kind of apply that to my scalp to give me a little bit of relief. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I do to keep my hair moisturized. This is kind of the lighter moisture routine. So this is one that I would probably do like every 3 to 4 days. Like this is the first time I'm moisturizing since I just washed and retwisted on Saturday. You know, so yeah, that's really all it is. Obviously, you don't have to use the exact same products that I used. However, you know, make sure that at the end of the day, you do have kind of a liquid and an oil are the two main ones. If you choose to use a conditioner, then something lightweight, especially if you have locks, will be great. But, you know, feel free to let me know if you try this, if you know, like certain things that I used or anything like that, okay? And I hope this helps somebody. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.